what it is, go put the dope before they breaches. Before they breaches, I'ma get out this bitch and I'm striking, I'm throwing my heater. Whole lot of money and still
start at the 25. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give him 17 on that pickup.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now they run the option to the short side left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 4th down. Here's Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Walker now on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the interception, here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Cougar 19.
Trying the left side with Walker. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Smith. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, what a response by that. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And he will bring this back. Brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Dak going to start out going to the air. Open man is Noah Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of...
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals are...
in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. Down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Here we go.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mitchell Wilcox taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A costly mistake there.
Questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
11, Thomas. 11.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Here we go.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow, man open, that's Jamal. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Burrow will throw. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Touchdown! Devin Asiasi, 27 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Our score after 1. From the 38, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions.
This is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
46.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
12. 11.
Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Cowboys make over first down again at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
46.
To the air again, Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CeeDee, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
11.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
12, 12, 12. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Wright. And the Cowboys are field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr on for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Here we go, here
The
we go.
Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window.
Here we go.
You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
11 Thomas.
On 2nd and a yard, Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This is caught, it's Boyd. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, take. It can.
Burrow looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd, 29 yards.
a comfortable lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bengals 35, Cowboys 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got him there, right? The big pass.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so Bengals drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Oh, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon. Finding space at the 40.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
That's taken in by Higgins.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
11
Now it's Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
11, comma.
put it away here in the fourth quarter. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because
and my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals are going to take it. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Deshaun Wright. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Let's get set.
Burrow will throw. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here we go with Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's got a man complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. Marr able to put this one through, and that will close the gap down to 14. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will go down. Cowboys sack. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
Here we go.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
11, 12.
To try again after the sack. Burrow. It's caught inside the 25. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The tight end in motion right. On 2nd and 10. Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10.
My problems, I ain't scared. I put powder on my collar, cause she proud of what I said.